Hi everybody and welcome back to Rayman Revolution. In the last episode we headed to the Whale Bay and we freed Carmen the Whale, and that has now somehow granted us the way to the second sanctuary, the Sanctuary of Stone and Fire, which we'll be entering in this episode. I like this first opening section. It's like a very iconic view. This random crevasse with a bunch of lava at the bottom. And this is the way to Sanctuary, so let's head on down. Now this is a particularly long level, so I might actually have to... This might be the first level, or the first world that I split into two. Unfortunately, it's just that long. There are a bunch of collectibles, and the path onwards is just... It's all zigzaggy. There's multiple ways to go. And first of all we have this pirate ambush, so let's just shoot charge shots at them. They're not too threatening, the yellow pirates, now that we've got our shots powered up and we've got accumulation too. And we can proceed onwards up this ledge off the trampoline. You can see up there is a golden fist power up there. I might grab that. I honestly don't know a consistent way of getting it though, so it's going to be a bit tricky for me. The way onwards we need to free this purple lum from inside this giant container for some reason. That is a very long swing right there. And there is another purple lum inside the container down there. I don't actually know how to hit that properly or consistently. If you jump to this ledge over here and try and shoot at it, you're too high up. And sometimes Rayman likes to target the... Oh, I bounced off the wall. Great. Yeah, sometimes Rayman just likes to target the other purple lum. But okay, that answers my question. That's how you get that purple lum. Just stand on the edge and shoot at it. Wow, I made that seem more complicated than it needed to be. And yeah, we use this purple lum to get over here, and we got another golden fist, which is great. Now we can destroy some pirates super easily, and hopefully we don't fall into the lava on the way there and squander one. That'd be just great. So I want to talk a little bit about this level as the second sanctuary, and I want to talk about the other versions. So in this version, lums are only used for upgrading your skills. Going to the magic well and purchasing power-ups. But in other versions of the game, I think with the Hall of Doors only, so that's the PS1 version, the N64 version, the PC version, and the DS version, yellow lums are actually used to proceed through the game. If you don't have a certain number of yellow lums at a time, then you won't be allowed access to the next area. It's divided by each sanctuary. So you won't be able to access the second sanctuary if you don't have like a certain number of lums.
Jump to get onto the plum and shoot to go forward. Warning, the plum moves in the opposite direction to the one you fire in. If you want to grab it, stand in front of it. You can throw it in the air by pressing the cross.
Yeah. It's the same as any carryable object, Murphy. I know how to throw stuff.
As well as water. And why not stick one on a post? When it's far away, shoot it to make it move. Don't hesitate to use it against your enemies.
Jesus Christ, Murphy, calm down. I could probably figure all that stuff out myself with the plums. So yeah, with the introduction of plums, knock it into the lava, and we can jump on top of it. Or we would be able to if we didn't boot it around, if we walked into it. So yeah, it's very touchy trying to land on top of these things. Where's it gone? Oh, it's bouncing downriver. Oh my god, help. So yeah, these things are particularly frustrating to deal with. I feel like they weren't this bad in at least the PS1 and 3DS versions, which I own. But yes, in this version, for some stupid reason, if you try and jump on top of one and you just barely miss, they go pinging off in a random direction. So yeah, this is a quite iconic section. We propel ourselves across the lava on this magically fireproof fruit. Technically I think it's more of a mangosteen than a plum, but what do I know. Anyway, let's head back on ourselves, because that's the general way to go. The way onwards actually is to back in that section with where we first saw the plum, just continue forwards there. But you might have noticed back at the start of the level, down this ravine full of lava, there were some red lums and a yellow lum. Right at the start, and we do need to backtrack quite a long way, and this is why this level is quite long, because there's a lot of this going back on yourself. And yeah, the path splits later on, but only one path is the right path. So it's quite irritating, honestly, going back this far. And we use the plum to get into this little area here. And there's another plum here. That's how we're going to make our escape eventually. But for now, we need to... Oh yes, it's teaching us another mechanic of the plum. Knock the plum down. Pick it up. Pick it up, Rayman! And we can throw it onto these posts, or spikes. And we can also throw them on top of certain enemies that we haven't really seen a use for yet. Okay, let's get another plum. I assume I need this one for... Ah, there's another spike over there, I see it. Oh, barely missed it. So this lava is different than the stuff in the other area. Wait, hang on. Do I need to... Oh, I know what I need to do. Because I can't throw it across consistently. There is a post there. I didn't even notice that, to be honest. And then the plum will drop down eventually and catch it. Yes, okay. And oh god, no. Pick it up, Rayman. Don't boot it or anything. And then throw it onto that spike. And then I guess I use it as a platform. Quick, before it drops. Get off. Wait, can I from here? Oh! That killed me! That's a thing. Whoop-de-doo. That was great. I did not realise if you stepped onto the spike, it would hurt you. I mean, it's in the name, it's a spike. But I hit it from underneath, so why did it hurt me? I don't know. Okay, yeah, plums are a little bit touchy, I'll be honest. Not as bad as the shell controls, but still, they're very, they're a little bit wonky in places, I'll be honest. There we go. Up here. And Rayman locked himself onto that one for some reason. I don't know why. Down here, and here we have a cage and a bunch of yellow lums, and that's everything this way. Just a few yellow lums and a familiar spirit, and now we have to backtrack all the way. Oh, camera? Do you want to actually focus on where I'm going, please? Okay, now we don't need the plum to get back. We can just do a regular platforming section here. Where does this lead? Oh, it doesn't. It looks like the lava's flowing somewhere, but it's really not. It's just going into a wall. Great. And let's plop this plum down. Probably should have stood on top of that. Well, there it goes. Bye! I'm not going to risk jumping onto that. I'm not going to make it. Just let it perish and then I'll get another one. Get a new one. No, I want to stand on top of it before that. God damn, why is the ceiling like that? It's sloped. Oh, well, bye then. I'm not going to risk jumping on top of it, jeez. Okay, jump on top of it here, and then we can propel ourselves. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Jeez. Oh yeah, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the lum progression. We were locked behind collecting yellow lums in certain versions. But that also means there is a teensy cutscene that isn't present in the Dreamcast or the 3DS versions, nor this version, because yellow lums don't use progression. And it's mostly just a case of them saying how many lums you need, and then they'll open the door to the next sanctuary for you. So yeah, it's just a few cutscenes that weren't in this version. And speaking of cutscenes that weren't in this version, there is a cutscene at the beginning of this level specifically, where Razorbeard is consulting with a new type of enemy. But we don't get to see that enemy in this version until later. So yes, that cutscene has been omitted completely. But I will show it off later anyway, once it's relevant, actually. Okay, so through here we have another pit of lava that we can't use a plum on. The plum just disintegrates. There is a plum up there, but we can't do anything with it. It hops down and we can hit it again. But it will just... God, what's the camera doing? Okay, well the plum's not going anywhere, to be honest. I'm trying to make it fall in, but... Oh, there we go. Yep, the plum just gets destroyed in the lava. But there are some yellow lums over there, but that's the area that we can't access, and the area that we need to revisit the level for later on. It's the only one. It's the only bit of this level that we need to revisit. So yes, as long as you don't miss anything on your first run through, that's the only bit that you'll need to come back for, which is in the first section of the level, which means that we can quite easily. Well, not actually. It's not easy at all getting back to the start of the level because it's on like a high cliff. But yeah, it's still better than playing through the whole level again. But yes, that's something we're going to have to come back for. Anyway, let's actually proceed onwards, now that we've done all that backtracking just for that one cage and several yellow lumps. We could also be hanging off the webbing on the ceiling here rather than using the plum. There's no real benefit to using the plum here, and in fact we have to, in this section, use the webbing to proceed onwards. And we've got these weird furry things, which are like the... Wait, there should be more spawning, right? Huh. I remember them being quite common in this area. The weird black fuzzy things that were flying towards us. Can't remember what they're called, but we've also seen the caterpillar enemies before, at least in the fairies' glade. And yeah, the furry things just look like they comprise the caterpillars. Okay, so this is where the path splits. The way onwards is actually this way. This is the way, well, it'll say on the sign, the Sanctuary of Stone and Fire. I'll say that this first section is probably, I should call it, before the Sanctuary of Stone and Fire, because we're not technically inside the Sanctuary yet. But before heading downriver, we need to head upriver. Go back on ourselves, and this is a completely optional path. Everything up this way is cages and yellow lums. But we need to come up here anyway, because I'm a completionist, and I want to collect everything. And in this one single area... Any yellow lums around here? Nope. Just one weird, like, plaza. It looks like this should be quite an important area, but... like a scene of a boss fight or something, but... Nope. It's a bit of a throwaway area. Okay, now we need to head down here, to the first bit of optional area. And it's an optional area separated by a loading screen. Hooray! More loading. No, I'm not going to save. And the gate closes behind us. So now we can't go back that way. We need to complete this section. I said it was optional, but now we're forced into it. And it's basically just a lot of platforming sections. I guess technically this is inside the Sanctuary too. Not before. But yeah, this is the aesthetic of the Sanctuary itself. And if we hop on this upper ledge, there is a cage over here. I apparently need to be a bit closer than that. Okay, Rayman just won't aim at it until we're like right up in its face. And let's proceed onwards. There's our first cage. There are many cages. Gotta shoot down the stalactites to stand on them. They'll disappear after a while. So yeah, it's just a really long platforming challenge. And look, another cage. A majority of the cages in this area, in the Sanctuary, are in this area. So yes, we do need to come down this way. Definitely. I'd say it's worth your time if you're after familiar spirits. Maybe I should have done one of Lee's challenges in the last episode, thinking about it. Okay, there are sparrow drops on these pillars, so knock them down. Use them as platforms. And there's another one. Aim at it. Rayman! I don't want to manoeuvre too much. Okay, there we go. I was just barely not aiming at it for some reason. Okay, and now we have a gentle hover down to the bottom. Another checkpoint. Good. Quite a few checkpoints down here. I guess it is quite an unforgiving section if you fall in. You generally want to respawn, you know, like that, for example. I just bopped my head on the ceiling. And luckily I just picked up a checkpoint, so hooray. I feel like the devs knew that. They specifically programmed that ceiling to be low. Oh, it's not like a ceiling, it's like a bump where the stalactite is. Ah, I see what you did there. Okay, oh, this platform moves. Okay. Just one random platform. None of the others moved, but this one does. Ah, bats. I think I was talking about bats in the last episode. But yeah, this is their first appearance. They're not even that threatening, they just fly around overhead and you can shoot them down. I think they can do damage to you if you jump into them, but they're not particularly bad. Okay, another platforming section, as you might imagine. Good grab. Oh, something... Oh, the lava's spitting balls of fire at us. Great, helpful. Okay, gotta... How did that hit me? That was a weird hitbox, I don't know. Gotta ascend this room while being assailed by fireballs. How... Oh! It wasn't a fireball, it was a little baby spider, right? Oh, there's another one. Okay, well luckily they drop red lums. There is a cage over there, need to hit that, and there's also a... Whoa. Remember, did someone just spawn a red lum up there? Was it another baby spider? I think it was, actually. Wait, hang on a minute, am I doing this wrong? Is there another ledge? I want to hit the purple lum if possible. Hang on. I think I might be doing this wrong. If I head through here... Yeah, okay, head through this passage. And then there's another... Okay, that makes a lot more sense than what I was trying to do. Wait, is this the way onwards? I think that's the way onwards. I want to go back. I think I missed something. This is a very labyrinth-esque area. Oh. That's a dead-end passage. Okay. I saw the cobweb in the corner, I was like, okay. There's got to be something hidden beyond the camera there. Nope, the camera just locks up. Great. So this actually is the way onwards. Okay. I'm so confused. This area is very disorientating. Okay, jump down here. That's a one-way ledge, so can't go back from there. Make sure you grab everything. Okay, this is another moving platform section, I assume. I mean, this platform doesn't look any different than the others, but sure. Yep. Oh, okay. I'm an idiot. I'm a fool. I didn't realise what I needed to do there. But there are other stalactites hanging on the ceiling. I need to knock them down and then jump to them before the platform enters the fire. I think I hit that too early. These platforms crumble eventually, so... Whoa! Don't know how my feet weren't dangling in the lava there. Okay, knock another one down. Okay, that's better. Better timing on that one. Okay, jump across, and I think I can make it from here. There's a checkpoint anyway. Oh, I can grab this pillar. Didn't know that. Okay, onwards. This is a very stressful section. Testing my platforming skills, which I don't have apparently. Ah, okay, this room. Little mini-boss room, technically. Well, sort of like a maze-esque area. Behind the right door, there are red lums. Just heals your health, and also got this nice, this weird window view of just lava pouring down on top of us. It's kind of unique, I suppose. In the middle door, there is a cage. And also another golden fist power-up, which will be very handy because behind the left door is the way onwards, but it's also a spider. So we don't need to defeat the spider, but the game is going to give us a golden fist power-up anyway, so might as well utilise it to its full potential by two-shotting the spider. He couldn't even hit us. We were too far back there. Don't think you need to defeat that spider to proceed onwards, though. Pick up that red line, please. Thank you. And I think that's everything in this section. It's just a case of getting out of here now. And if I recall correctly, down this way, yep, there's a checkpoint, but also a shell. We have a shell riding section. Hooray! And this is something I was talking about in the last episode. This shell, we can't jump off. If we hit the jump button while riding this shell, then we'll jump with it, like that. So yes, it's a little bit tedious. And here we have the shells running on wall ability, going into full force there. Whoa! Oh, hit the wall, damn it. Yeah, we run up a big loop-de-loop. It's pretty cool, this section, I will admit, for shell riding sections at least. It's pretty straightforward. Just need to make small adjustments and make sure you jump, even though it's not explicitly stated you can jump on shells. I think that's the first time it's mandatory to jump on a shell, because there weren't any sections like that in the Menhir Hills. Okay, jump, jump. How did I not make that? What the hell? Oh, I'm wasting my golden fists, damn it. Any excuse to hear this music again, though. Well, at least it keeps giving us red lums, so every time we die, at least if we can make it to that loop-de-loop. Okay, I jumped a bit too early before, I guess. Okay, any more difficult bits? Yes, this is very narrow. And somehow the shell can ride on lava? God, that was a very thin section there. Surprised I made that so quickly, to be honest. That took me quite a while on my test run. But through here leads us back to the other area we were in before. So we've made a full loop, and now we need to actually proceed through the level. There were 4 cages back there. That's a lot for an optional area, to be honest. Okay, we hit a checkpoint. Is there anything on this upper ledge? I feel like they might have hidden like a secret or something. I can climb up here, doing a bit of exploring, mid-episode. Why not? Interesting. They've programmed collision on this, but it doesn't lead anywhere. But yes, down this way is back to this boss arena looking room. So yes, we made a full circle. Okay, drop on down, shoot the plum, and now let's actually go downriver towards the actual sanctuary, the main area of the sanctuary. And it's not too far away. This is actually quite a big area that they've loaded into one place. Like usually they split something this long into multiple sections, so there's a loading screen in between them. But no, in this section, it's quite a big area. This even includes like the entrance area we were in. Okay, we have a small pirate ambush. Let's jump on the sledge though. Hit the pirate. Please. Oh, lost my golden fist. Damn it. That would have come in handy, really. Oh well. Okay, drop on down here. Whoa, camera. God damn, stupid camera, stop shifting. Anyway, head on up here, and there is another cage. Head back on ourselves. Our plum has gone completely, but we don't really need it. I'm sure when I played through the original Rayman on this channel, I was referring to the plums as like bongo berries, but they've always officially been called plums, I think. I don't know where I got the name bongo berry from, but it's just something that I used to call it in the original Rayman. But no, in this game they're specifically referred to as plums, and thus I shall refer to them as plums. And in this room we have the mini journos from the Cave of Bad Dreams returning. I don't know why they're here. It's not like we're in a nightmare or anything. Hey, Kutsuna! And yeah, this one is a bit more of a mini-boss type thing. And it's got a bigger health bar than the ones in the Cave of Bad Dreams. We can only lure it out by turning away from it. Don't let it approach you. I don't know whether this one eats you or not. You know, I want to show it off, because I didn't get to show it off in the Cave of Bad Dreams. Are you going to eat me? No, he just does damage, then jumps away. Okay, but yeah, but the ones in the Cave of Bad Dreams do eat you, unfortunately. This one doesn't. And upon defeating that guy, he drops a plum. And this plum is used to proceed onwards, because there is a high ledge over this way. And this is getting close to the entrance of the sanctuary, I promise. Throw it up. Or, I guess, you could have just... there's no actual, like, drop button. Like, you either have to throw it forwards, or throw it in the air and then move out the way. You can't just put it down in front of you, I don't think. Let me try every button. Nope, just hurl it across the room. Well, that's a bit annoying. I mean, there's two buttons I'm using to shoot right now, and that's the square and circle. You can use either one. But you only really need to use one, to be honest. I use the circle button to shoot. It just feels more comfortable to me. But I know you can also use the square button. Anyway, my voice is going, if you couldn't already tell. I've been recording for too long already. This level is stupidly long. And here we have the entrance to the sanctuary itself, which will be starting in the next episode. This is where I'm going to split the episode right here. So I will see you next time for the second half of the Sanctuary of Stone and Fire, the sanctuary itself. Bye for now.